right to my right, this woman right here, she gonna introduce herself. You ain't gonna believe what she did, who she was, and all that kind of good stuff. But she about to tell it to you who she is. Tell them who you is.
I'm gonna tell them who I is. Well,
Tracy,
good evening, good day, good morning, wherever you may be. I am Brigadier General Twanda E. Young, CEO and founder of LT3 Leadership Solutions, where we focus on making better leaders for society. And how we do that is we share, we connect, we educate, and we empower them to go forth and flourish in the community.
what do you hope people walk away with from your presentation on tomorrow, Brigadier?
Well, one main thing is understanding that they are not alone. That everyone needs a spotter. A spotter.
Right.
You go to the gym, don't you?
Yes, I do.
But we're going to talk about how everyone needs a spotter, and the analogy is that you need a coach. You need someone that is going to be not in front of you, not behind you, but beside you as a partner to help guide you to where you're wanting to go and to achieve the success you want to achieve, but that you need to have someone on that journey with you to share. As your last panel was sharing, I have a test to have a testimony to be able to show you how you can get through to the other side. So who's your spotter?
Yes, we've got a retired brigadier general. Now listen, Brigadier General, talk to us. First of all, it ain't like we blind, okay? You're a woman, you're black, and you somehow made the brigadier general rank amongst all these so-called other men. How was you able to do that, number one? And number two, what can you tell another woman that says, I want to be like her?
Well, the first thing I'll tell you is I have a praying mama and daddy.
Okay, now.
Who stayed
Say
on
that
there?
again,
Who
a
stayed
praying mama and daddy.
praying mama and daddy?
I think I saw your mama playing golf or something, didn't I?
No, you saw her fishing, telling
Oh,
me
yeah,
to
fishing.
telling me to be quiet because I was scaring the fish. But I will say that the journey that God allowed me to take was, again, not really for me,
Okay.
but for me to be an example to let someone know that if you have a P3 mentality of persistence, perseverance, and patience
Oh, you better say
with
that
the process.
again. Let's rewind that one more time, because I know that went over somebody's
yeah.
head. They need what now?
A P3 mentality.
Three mentality.
Yes,
Okay.
of persistence,
Persistence,
perseverance, and patience with the process.
Oh,
Now, the patience with the process is the thing that's going to take you through and build those resilient muscles, because everything is not going to happen when you want it to happen. It's not going to happen like you want it to happen or when you want it to happen. But if you stay faithful and focused and strategic in your focus, intentional in understanding what God wants you to do, and then also be decisive and disciplined in the decisions you make, then you can get to where you want to get to. You can learn the lessons you need to learn, but also learn to pay it forward and share with someone. So women that are out there that want to succeed, again, who's your spotter? Who are you talking to? Who are you surrounding yourself with? You attract who you are. If you're a turkey, you attract turkeys.
All right,
if you're an eagle, you'll attract eagles that will fly with you. So if you want help, then reach out to me at lt3leads.com, and I can share more of the story.
Listen, retired Brigadier General, we were interviewing you, and you, in your book, you begin to talk about this story, and it really just quickened in me that somebody's watching that's a leader, that they don't have to be hardcore, they don't have to continue to use some of the norms that we've all experienced, but you did something that you could have turned a whole nother way with a young man, a soldier who messed up, and you could have, booted him out. He could have been jacked up, but somehow you did something different. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, when I was a commander at Fort Benning, Georgia, I had the honor of commanding a unit called the Conus Place Replacement Center, sending people over at that time to war. And this particular soldier, I was there as a bachelorette. So my husband, my boyfriend, my boo thing was home with two girls.
He's a Q, y'all. Okay.
Well, yes, he is, and a fine Q. But I digress. But this particular soldier had received a DUI. And it was his choice, because I told them, call me if you need help. And he said that, well, ma'am, I'm sorry, because I went and picked him up at the police station as he was coming on the base. But the decision was I could have ruined his career. But the soldier had just had twin babies.
So let me ask you this before you continue.
Yeah.
With a DWI and you get busted in the military, what could happen?
I can take your rank.
Oh, wow.
I can take your money. And I can put you on extra duty.
Wow.
And depending upon the severity, I can put you out.
Get out of here. And you didn't do none of that.
No, what I told him was he came in, he received the punishment that he earned.
Okay.
And I took some of his money, tapped him really on the hind parts,
Okay.
As opposed to really slapping him in the shadiggity. But I allowed
The shadugada.
the shadiggity.
I love that.
But as that soldier had an opportunity to come back to my unit, and he asked me, could he come back? And by coming back, I told him, I want you to be an example for others. So he headed my alcohol and drug program, sharing his story that my leniency, my empathy of leadership now allowed him to come back and be able to help other soldiers not make the mistake he made. He was able to take care of his family. He's since been promoted, because I stay in contact.
Wow.
He's since been promoted, and he's telling this story, as I am, that his leadership now is based off of more self-awareness, empathy, integrity, and trust.